We want to call attention to a story that made national headlines last year that may no longer be on your radar. Friday, March 29th, marks 1 year since Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich has been held in a Russian prison. In March of last year, Gershkovich was arrested by Russian security services for the mere act of doing his job as a journalist. He has been detained now for 1 year, falsely accused of espionage. It's a charge both the U.S. government and the Wall Street Journal strongly deny. Here to talk about Evan Gershkovich and his family's experience since he was imprisoned is his sister Danielle and Paul Beckett, assistant editor of the Wall Street Journal. Tell us, if you could please, Danielle, what this has been like from an emotional standpoint for you and your family during the last 12 months, knowing your brother is imprisoned in Russia.
As you can imagine, it's been really difficult. It's been a year of uncertainty and a year of us learning how to be advocates for Evan. But he's doing remarkably strong. He's doing so well under the really difficult circumstances. And we look up to him and draw strength from him every day. So we're doing whatever it takes to get him home.
Danielle, what are the conditions like where Evan is being held? Do you have any idea as to what he has to endure day to day over there?
Well, he has a small cell that he's in. He only gets about 1 hour of exercise a day. He's cut off from his friends, his family, the outside world. And so he's created a very strict routine for himself to keep his spirits up. He reads, he writes, he meditates, and he writes letters to his loved ones. And that's always like Christmas morning. I get those about once a week, and I think we are able to keep each other going.
Evan's pre-trial detention, I understand, has been extended a number of times. What is being done to try to bring justice and free Evan?
This will ultimately be decided between the United States government and the Russian government, hopefully with help from any other interested governments around the world. Our job as Evan's colleagues and advocates is to keep awareness of him high, keep him in the spotlight as much as we can, because we just firmly believe that that will aid those negotiations when they take place.
What message do you want our viewers to have when it comes to a free working press and its ties to democracy as it pertains to Evan's plight here?
Russia is an incredibly important country in the world, and we need good fact-based information from Russia to understand our world, and Russia is in all the hotspots around the world that America is also in. We need that information, and we need reporters like Evan to have the ability to report factually from such an important place.
Danielle, some final thoughts, please, on your brother and what it would mean to get him out of this Russian prison.
It would mean everything to my family to have Evan back. We think about him every day. It's felt like we've been holding our breath for a year. It feels like there's half of us that are with him at all times, always thinking about him, always wondering, always worried about his well-being. And it feels like we can't really live a full life until he's back home. So it would mean the world to us to get Evan home, and we don't want him to lose any more time.
And we certainly thank Danielle Gershkovich and Paul Beckett for sharing all that. Take a look at the information there on your screen. Paul Beckett encourages you to go to WSJ.com/Evan to learn more about Evan Gershkovich, or you can show your support on social media by using the hashtag #IStandWithEvan.
And his story, Evan's story, has been in and out of the news for a while now, so it's nice to hear from the sister, which I can't even imagine as a sibling, you as well, having siblings, to have to deal with that and endure such a painful thing, not to be able to be with your brother.
And we take for granted a lot of times the freedoms we have as journalists in this country.
Absolutely.
And we need brave journalists like Evan who go overseas to report on the so-called hotspots, so we certainly hope and pray he gets out of there sooner than later.
That's right.